Hello Ashley, I noticed that you have tagged me into a post, asking how I would feel if this was me. I thought it would be easier to explain in a video. To be honest, I have never let my children sleep in the same room with a bunch of people. I am not sure what is going on with your boyfriend and husband's situation. If you are polyamorous, that is your business, and like I always say, I respect the LGBTQ+ community. For people who do not know, people who are polyamorous means, you have open, intimate or romantic relationships with more than one person at a time, so in no way I am being disrespectful when I say this. That I find it very strange, how you let your children and husband and boyfriend share the same room. Of course people are going to find it weird, telling your 10-year-old to strip down when there is a man, who is not related to them there.
Now little one says it's too hot. Strip down to your underwear then.
Oh, it's too hot!
You know what, by now I know Dad's awake because he's not snoring. And you're sitting there, the window is open. Oh my goodness.
You also let them sleep in a room like this. I understand there is health issues involved, but if 5 people are living together, surely is not hard to put 1 or 2 bottles in the trash when you walk past. If you can lift your arm to light a cigarette, you can lift your arm to put something in the trash. You're supposed to be a mother, you're supposed to make sure your children has a healthy living environment. This is not one, so of course people will be concerned. I would have put a coat on and opened the window more than 3 inches, I would have put my child first. That is what a parent does. A parent would have turned their light off, they would have opened the window further, put a coat on, and make the room darker. I can happily say nobody will say that about my kids, because I would never ever put them in that toxic situation. I would also never stand for someone calling my child a bitch, because they are crying that they want to come with you. That is a normal thing for a kid to want to go with their mother, especially since they have autism.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the store pretty soon.
Okay.
And,
No. No, because there's nowhere to. No.
I can sit.
No. I said no.
You leaving me.
Laura, no.
You always leave me.
Yes, I'm leaving you.
You go with that person.
That person's my boyfriend. You're my screaming child.
Yeah, you should care more about your
Yeah, you know,
child.
I love you to death, and I do care more about you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But the thing is, baby, there's nowhere to put you in this truck.
I
The
can
back end's
sit in
full.
the back.
Why do you want to go anyway?
Cause he's bud, yeah, cause he's a fucking bitch.
Tim is not related to any of the kids. How dare you let a random man call your 10-year-old a bitch, knowing she has autism and needs extra attention. I want to also apologize. I made a mistake in the last video. Tim is the boyfriend who stays in the motel from time to time. Walt is the alcoholic who lives there, with her husband Neil and 2 kids. Tim has a bit of a temper, doesn't he, Ashley? Telling your child something like this will make them walk on eggshells. Telling them not to cross someone, you are normalizing a toxic situation to your child.
Soon, because I don't know what he's mad at, and it might be best if you kind of avoid him, because I don't know what he's mad at. He's pissed, and I don't know what I'm.
He's definitely not looking straight. He's looking towards where Lisa is.
I know, it's got his attention. So, mind your P's and Q's. Don't cross it.
That is very, very worrying. You have an alcoholic who has no relation to you, live with you and sleep in the same room as your kids. You have a boyfriend who talks to your daughter like crap, calls her a bitch, and you're teaching her not to cross him if he's angry. As a parent, you need to get your kid out of that situation, not learning to live with it. But then again, you have kicked him out in the past, saying it was better that he is not here, as he doesn't cuss, and that your alcoholic friend Walt drank his beers. You're not living in a frat house, you're supposed to be living in a family home, sort it out.
We'll let the heater a little bit so Walt can get warm. See, when I ask him if he wants help up, he just gets up by himself. He don't let me help him up. Stubborn old man.
Okay, what? I can't. Sometimes I can't.
Stubborn old man. We love Walt. Tim still hasn't come back. So, it's been a lot quieter. We don't get cussed out constantly. We don't have a lot of bunch bullshit drama. Yeah. You know, Tim's my friend. I love him to death, but he mouthed off to me one too many fucking times Saturday, and I told him, I said, why don't you just leave and don't come back? And he did. Took his shit and left. He left 5 beers here, too. Walt's been drinking them. They're Bud Ice. Walt drinks Foster's. He's like, ooh, Bud Ice. When he runs out, he's gonna drink it. So.
And you let him back in. You need to put your kids first, you need to take a step back, and have a really good think. You need to ask yourself if this is the environment I want my kids raised in. Is this how you want your kids to end up? You're normalizing toxic situations. They need a mother and they want you to be that mother, but why don't you see that? You and your daughter even argue on the streets. Things can get heated, but even your daughter can act more mature than you. She is the one telling you to shush, as there is people sleeping.
Really? That's why you're out here screaming and hollering too, so shut up.
Screaming louder than
Want me to slap you? I will come over there and slap the shit out of you.
that's what Dad does every time.
I don't care. I don't care what anybody else says. I will come over there and knock the shit out of you.
There's
Shut up.
people sleeping, you know.
I am not sleeping. I'm standing right here.
There's people sleeping.
Really? That's why you're out here screaming and hollering too, so shut up.
Screaming louder than
Want me to slap you? I will come over there and slap the shit out of you.
Now, because I play fair, I understand that you did a live last night, and you wanted to explain the situation. You asked me to share this. So I will certainly put your point across. This is the video Ashley did, after she saw my video and the comments.
They're not going to be touched. Neil has no interest in touching a child. Nor does Walt. Nor does Tim. Tim and Walt have daughters too. Okay? Okay? That's all they have. They're not going to touch my children in any way, shape, or form. And if they even thought about it, they'd lose a damn hand and maybe their penis too. Because I will not fucking stand for it. I'm not going to have my children fucked up like that. They've already got enough shit to deal with. With something sickening and horrific and just mind-boggling as that shit. There's no fucking way. But yeah, some bitch wanted to accuse me of that shit. Oh, goddamn. Yeah. And it's all because a snippet of one of my videos was taken out. Taken out of context, of course. Where it was really hot in the room and Laura was complaining that it was really hot. So I was like, take off your clothes, you know, lay down in your underwear. It's cool. Well, evidently it's not cool. Even though we're all around family and we see nothing wrong with this, okay? Because we're not looking at her in a sexual way. My husband and Walt are not looking at her in a sexual way. We're looking at her as a child who's hot and screaming bloody murder because she's hot. Well, if you're too hot, take off some clothes. And at that point in time, she did have on one of those onesie jumpers that are long sleeve and microfiber. It looked like a cat. So she had to wear the damn thing constantly. She wore it constantly for 2 damn years till she outgrew it. Yeah, she's dressed up in that damn thing. I'm like, strip down your underwear. Shit. You're too hot. That's the best I can tell you to do. Because you're not taking your underwear off. We don't want to see your butt. But evidently because we don't see it as a sexual thing, somebody else took it to be sexual and I'm grooming. Oh man, what the fuck? It's really pissed me off. Like you wouldn't believe. And I've been sitting here mulling and ruminating over this shit for about 7 hours now. I took a break from social media, spent time with my kids, ate pizza, put that shit on the back burner as much as I could, even though I was raging inside. Put on the fake mama smile. Everything's fine, kids. Let's go have fun. When all the while, the demon inside of me is fucking raging. All I can say is I'm glad I don't have a gun. Because I'd probably be tracking somebody down right now. To put that on a public platform for the whole damn world to see about me. Now, I do not deny that some adults do groom children for that purpose, and it's gross. It's sick. We don't need to do that to our fucking kids, man. That betrayal of trust, that pain, that loss of innocence. Why would you do that to a kid? Sorry, I gotta relight my cigarette. I don't care who says what about me smoking. Because I've been so pissed off for the last few hours. I ain't gonna lie, I've smoked damn near a whole pack. I sure have. Because I have been that pissed off. And I think you would be too. I think you would be too. Pissed off is not even the word. Engulfed with rage. And the fact that I'm not sitting here screaming and hollering, it's a damn good testament of how well I can keep my shit together when I need to. Because I'm absolutely done with that. So, I love people openly inviting themselves to a lawsuit like that.
So that was Ashley's say. I want to just mention I never directly said they would touch a child. I just said that I think it's weird, because it is. People can make their own minds up, so this is not slander, this is calling you out. You use your kids for sympathy to get money, you lied to your followers about the food stamps and car. More information will be coming on my next video. This is just a quick one as you called me out, and I am off work due to COVID, so I had nothing better to do. Now I have admins, that are called Beta Hunter, they have been watching you very closely and have a lot of information, and we will show everyone soon, but they would like to say a few things to you.
We may all parent differently, but we should all have one goal in common. To keep our children safe from being physically, sexually, and emotionally abused. I did not have to take my kids to a bar to teach them about alcohol. Or stand them on a street corner full of prostitutes to teach them the dangers that lifestyle offers. Ashley chose to put her children in a drug-infested, gang-riddled, and filthy overcrowded hotel room not to teach them about drugs or gangs. She's there because she thrives in that environment. She displays her children on social media as burdens because of their disabilities. Calling them vile, nasty names with threats such as wishing she could bitch slap them. Children learn by example.
But I can promise you this, Ashley, I would never tell anyone to comment on your videos, or photos, or dox your details and families. I always encourage the pack members or my followers to have their say on the page and pack, because everyone is allowed their say. If you put your children in a position, and people think that they are being sexually abused, you need to ask yourself, why do they think that? I think it's weird how you let an alcoholic live with you, and your kids, in the same room. I think it's weird how you talk to your kids. You need to seek help and parenting classes, instead of going for a lawsuit. Put a deposit down for a house, and raise your family and not your frat boys. Oh, and next time, say please. I am all for people having their say, but the way you have been going on, you are going cuckoo in your clock. Oh, and this is a message from my betas, they have watched you for a while.
And I was trying to be nice, but nothing's getting through, so let me spell it out. A, B, C, D, E, F. You and your mom and your sister and your job and your broke ass car, and that's shit you call art. Fuck you and your friends that I'll never see again. Everybody but your dog, you can all fuck off. Na 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 na. A, B, C, D, E, F. You said you just ain't.
Your child does not need to hear someone coughing their guts up all night, you waffling on live about how bad your life is. Turn your ring light off, put that cigarette down, shut the hell up, and let your child sleep. Then maybe you wouldn't have this issue with her. You're disgusting. So to recap, I do not use slander, just facts and what I say. I have never been accused of sexually abusing my child, because my children are not in a toxic situation. I will never tell people to go onto your page and comment nasty stuff, and I will never threaten people with a gun, because I do not need one.